Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The Boston Red Sox taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And today on the hill, Kyle Bradish.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand. And because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch. And before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran. That misses. And this one is off and running. Right-hander kicks, deals. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close. Check out the Red Sox lineup. The challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boog. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second. So whether it's a stolen base or not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a scoring position, and that can help you put more runs on the board.
BID, ball in dirt. And now the 0-1. Good eye right there. One down, base is empty. And misses inside. And it's filled up.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And here is Roman Anthony. There's a strike. Contreras leads off first with one away. Next pitch is inside. Ball 1. And there's a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a payoff pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Here's the rookie right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. First offering misses the mark. Left-hand batter waits. Just off the inside edge. In the air, left field. And puts the squeeze on that. And the inning is over. Sox nothing. O's coming to bat. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. And on the hill in this one, Connie Early. What do we have on him?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. And he deals. Left field. Durant under it. Brings it in. And there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Swing and a bouncer. Contreras takes it to the bag. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Up the middle. And that one handled. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Definitely a tough play right there, and he had a little trouble on the transfer. Didn't seem to be able to get the grip and get rid of it, and that made all the difference.
Here's Pete Alonso. Fought off foul. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And the Orioles leave one. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Baltimore, new inning getting started, and stepping in is the speedy number 3. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. And the right-hander deals. That's a little bit low. Missing inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a good take.
Here comes a pitch. And down on strikes. And 1 gone. So digging in, Marcelo Meyer. That one misses. And that's ball 1. Radish, certainly one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game. And double-digit strikeouts are not out of the norm in his starts. ball in the zone, doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0. And another ball.
He wants to give the bullpen the day off and the defense behind him because he knows he can strike anybody out. And the way the guys are swinging, they're trying to lift, trying to get the ball in the air. He's going to take advantage of that.
And the right-hander's 3-1. On the ground. And he takes it himself for the out. There's a process, too, right? The way he goes about setting up hitters.
Yeah, and he's coming right at you. He's going to get ahead in the count. And when you're a hitter and you find yourself 0-2, 1-2 with a guy who has 3 to 4 pitches that are nasty, you are very defensive. And he plays upon that, and many times he comes out on top.
Second inning here, no score. Up the middle. He's in there.
Tough play on a nice forehand stop. Had to be perfect right there with the exchange and throw to get the out, but looked like he had to dig into the glove a little bit more to get a good grip. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
So man aboard, and now Connor Wong. That one the other way. The throw to first, third out, and that ends the frame. One left for the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning, and into the box for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson. That's in there. That's strike one. The pitch. And it's even up. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone, Boog, from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate. Coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Check swing, now an appeal to third. And he won around. Rule to swing. And now the lefty. Got him swinging. 2 up, 2 down. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Hit hard, that gets through.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And next for the Orioles, Weston Wilson. Check swing, didn't go. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
At the belt and fires. That's in for a strike. And a pitch.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Now snap throw to first. Beavers back in standing. That misses the zone. Ball 3. Blaze Alexander waiting for a turn at the plate. Beavers leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So 2 down. And now the right fielder, Blaze Alexander. That one's in there, 0-1. Two outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. Two on, 2 outs. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That just misses. The count now 2-2. The pitch. And now the count filled up 3-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I think the key is arm action on the
top half of the 3rd inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio. The right-hander back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Monasterio playing up the middle at short, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was born in Venezuela. Swing, and all the bat went flying there. Next offering is in for a strike.
all sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And the righty deals. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The pitch. Ground ball to the right side. And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now batting Jaron Duran. Grounded out his first time. On the ground left side, 6, 4. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, no trouble getting the double play started, but clearly some trouble on that return throw to first. I'm not sure if the runner going into second had a part in that or if it was something like a bad transfer. Either way, could have been 2 outs, but instead they got to work around a runner in scoring position now.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. And a swing and a miss. Runner at second here, 1 gone. That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bounce to third. Wilson sends it across to first, and Contreras is retired.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. They say he went. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offering is in for a strike. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball. As we go to the last of the third. And now Taylor Ward. There's the strike. Ward, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015. The wind of the pitch. And now it's even up. The wind of the pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that one missing low.
2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Next pitch misses, and the count's full.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high. Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Step off, throw to first. And he's back in on a dive. And foul. Line drive. That's a fair ball inside third. Duran quickly gets it back in. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Now here is Adley Rutschman. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And here it comes. That's hard hit on the line. Puts the squeeze on that one, and there's one away. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Went down on strikes his first time through. That's in there. That's strike one.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And a pitch. And that's outside. On the ground to third. Durbin over to second, and that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
And welcome back. On to the fourth. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Wilyer Abreu. And the right-hander back to work. Laced into left. That's a base hit. Around first, heading for two. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Number 3 up next for the Red Sox. And takes low for ball 1. And the pitch.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And he deals. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That hits the dirt, and the count is even, 2-2. Fly ball to right. Alexander gets under it, and there's one down. Now it's the second baseman, Marcelo Meyer. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. And it's second. And that's in for a strike. Abreu over at second, 1 down. There's a strike. The 1-2. In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. And the pitch. Got him. Breaking ball clips the outside edge.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Here's the third baseman, Caleb Durbin. Out towards right center field. Alexander on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. And the Red Sox lead 1. Bottom of the fourth, and into the box for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson. Early, back to work. Pitch misses there. 1-0.
1-0.
Good eye right there.
3 balls, no strike.
The pitch. They say you win.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch misses inside. 3-1 now. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. That's a strike.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball. Bring the count full.
Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Stepping in, Samuel Basallo, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Dylan Beavers. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. Ball 1, no strikes. Kicks and fires. Inside, just missed. Good hitters count the 2-0. Tries to check his swing, but he makes contact early. Calls it in, 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So 2 down now, and here is Weston Wilson. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Strike 2. And ball 1.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And now it's 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. In the dirt, blocked. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1 left for the Orioles, and we are still scoreless. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. And that's in for a strike. On a line, base hit. Andrew Monasterio now at the plate. Single to right in his first trip. And he pops up the bunt. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Jaron Duran up next for the Red Sox. And first offering is fouled off. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Home half of the 5th coming up. And we still have no score. Welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Blaze Alexander. Check swing. He went. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Caught him looking for the K.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Hauls it in for the out.
Man, he really turned on that one. Absolutely ripped it towards third, but quick cat-like reflexes down there at the hot corner to bring it down.
And now it's going to be Gunnar Henderson. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swing and a miss. And a count 2-1. Called strike right there.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
That one 95 to finish him off. Orioles back here at the ballpark. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And a pitch. That one's in there. 0-1. And a good eye there. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Roman Anthony, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In there, and it's 0-1. Anthony, only 18 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2022. Righty delivers. Now one missed.
1-1.
And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a 2-1 on the way.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Toss to Alonso, and that quickly 2 away.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Here comes the 0-1. That one pulled foul. Left-hand batter waits. And that one almost got him. One, two now.
2 balls.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now here's the Orioles DH, Adley Rutschman. Strike one. Adley Rutschman saying a first overall pick out of Oregon State. What a college career he had. He helped the Beavers win the 2018 College World Series, and he was named the most outstanding player of the tournament.
Yeah, I found it interesting that in his rookie season, many baseball experts said that he was the best catcher in the big leagues at the time.
Oh, 0-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
The 0-2. And that one is inside ball one. And now the count is even.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Next offering is in the dirt. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
The idea was right, looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
Kicks and deals. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Pete Alonso, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that's in there for strike one. Runner at first with no outs here. Line drive, knocks it down. He doesn't have a throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And now, Jeremiah Jackson. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. No outs, runners at first and second. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Here's a speed threat, Dylan Beavers. Popped in the air, left side. Durbin moving under it. Squeezes it. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here in Baltimore at the plate, number 3. Bradish back to work. And a big swing and a miss. Inside corner at the knees for a strike. On the ground to short. Whips it to first on the run. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the second baseman, Marcelo Meyer. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Left-hand hitter waits. That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. Base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Everything came together for him. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And next for the Red Sox, Caleb Durbin. In there for strike 1. Bounced out to short. Zips it to first, and he's out. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat, opposite field knock.
First offering misses badly for ball one. 2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. One now. Bounce to the left side. Henderson. Now the throw to first on the run. That's the 3rd out. Back now at Oriole Park. Now the 3rd baseman, Weston Wilson. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And there's a foul ball. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Outside.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Foul ball. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Three-two. Battling here as he fouls it away. The kick, the 3-2. Dives and he can't hang on. Not in time. He's safe. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Connie Early departs, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Eduardo Rivera. This guy can bring it velocity-wise. And now the right fielder, Blaze Alexander. That one's in there, 0-1. Here comes a pitch. Slider misses outside. At the belt and fires. Wong makes the play, and there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Next to hit, Taylor Ward. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. And now the lefty. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Zach Kelly appears to be getting loose. Cologne getting cranked up as well. There's a strike, 3-1. That's in there.
with 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Two outs. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
Felt hard in, soft away, and now he's in an 0-2 count. He's got to figure out a way to try to sit in between, perhaps choke up a little bit, and just try to get the bat to the baseball.
Henderson tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. And it's even up. The pitch.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Stays alive. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Three, 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. Popped up. Makes the grab on the run. And that is. Welcome back for the top of the 8th. And stepping in for Boston, Andrew Monasterio. And here it comes. Strike 1. Now 1-1. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Next offering down in the dirt. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Durant, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2. And downstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Wilson Contreras up next. And there's ball 4.
Oh, that's a really dangerous base runner.
New pitcher on here, number 48. Wilson Contreras up next for the Red Sox. This one lifted in the air, left field. Ward pulls that one down, and there's 2 away. So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Durant off of first with 2 away. Snap throw to first. Durant back on a dive. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nice. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Adley Rutschman. Off the mark there. Ball 1. And there's a ball.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. And a swing and a miss there. And now 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The wind of the pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fly ball down the line. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And now Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. And it's second. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
The pitch. Hit on the ground to the right side. Contreras steps on the bag. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson. And he pumps it a strike.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. Be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
Here's a 1-1. And another ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
0-1 now. Ball one there. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
This to third. Zips it across, and that is the inning. And welcome back. We go to the ninth. Now here is Wilyer Abreu. And a pitch. And ball one to the right fielder. Ground ball up the middle. Henderson. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
And next for the Red Sox, number 3. And takes low for ball one. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Flips the corner. And it's 2-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Ward takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Now it's going to be Marcelo Meyer. And there's the strike. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Two on, one out. Caleb Durbin up next for the Red Sox. And that's in there for strike one. And ball one.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And a 1-1. That one fouled off. And a pitch. And that one is inside. Two now. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And the batter now, Dylan Beavers. That one's in there. And that is strike one. Good eye right there.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Movement in the bullpen. Aroldis Chapman getting loose out there. Hammered on a line, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Wilson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Check swing, appeal to first, and he won around. Just enough that time. And a pitch. Runner on the go. Lined into left center. Should. Throw is offline. This one's over. And the Orioles walk it off.
Well, it's always great when you've got pretty good speed over there at first base. Somebody that can score all the way around the bases. What a tremendous swing and execution by both the batter and the base runner for this walk-off win.